Hello students, see the question on your screen. Compounds used as primary standards are better if they have high equivalent weights. This is because, so the options are, their purification is easier, these compounds are hygroscopic in nature, weighing errors are minimized, or they generally react with 1:1 stoichiometry. To find out the correct option, what is important now? You need to know all the details about the primary standards so that any question related to primary standards come in your exams, you are in a position to answer it. Let us see what are primary standards. A primary standard is a reference material which can be used in volumetric analysis and other analytical techniques, right? So in short, we can say it's a standard that is quite accurate, so it does not require calibration of any kind and are rather used to calibrate the working standards, right? Now there are certain properties which a primary standard should fulfill. These are as specified on the screen. It should have a high purity. It should have atmospheric stability. That means it should have a low reactivity in presence of air. It should have absence of hydrated water. No water of hydration should be there, right? Next is it should be readily available to us at moderate cost. It should have reasonable solubility. So any particular solvent in which you are working out for your working standards, then it should have solubility in that particular solvent as well. So the concept will become more clearer and easier to work out. And it should have large molecular weight. Why it should have large molecular weight or large molecular masses? So that your errors can be minimized. Due to that, measurements, the mass measurements which you would be working out, that manual errors can be minimized if it has reasonable molecular weight or reasonable molecular masses. Is it clear? Now we'll consider such primary standards which are normally used. Okay. So the first primary standard you can consider is zinc pellets. It is in its solid form. It almost fulfills all the above mentioned properties, and so it is used as a primary standard for standardization of EDTA. Next is sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. It again fulfills all the properties used for standardization of HCl. Next is potassium hydrogen phosphate. It's a very important primary standard. It's in its solid form, stable to air, and it can be easily used in acid-base titrations as a primary standard. Again, we can weigh it accurately, and you can also use it for calibrating pH meters, as its pH in the solution is very stable, right? So it has a wide applicability as a primary standard basically. Next is KCl. KCl again is a very good primary standard, and if you remember, it is used in case of conductivity meters because it gives you a proper conductivity measurements without any variations. So it is used for calibration of conductivity meters. Even the absolute determination of aqueous electrolytic conductivity measures show a constant value for different molarities of KCl. For example, 0.001 molar KCl shows a conductance of 0.147 millisiemens per centimeter at 25 degrees Celsius, right? And this is not going to change. These are the constant values you can observe for every kind of KCl. For different molarities, you will be having different conductivity values depending on the temperature conditions. But however, the values are reproducible. Okay. So this is a good primary standard. Next is about NaOH. Can NaOH be used as a primary standard? No. The reason is NaOH is a highly deliquescent material. What do you mean by deliquescent material? It becomes watery. It's hygroscopic. It is watery. It becomes watery when exposed to air within few minutes, right? So you cannot rely on it as a primary standard. So it is not used. Okay. Next is HCl and H2SO4. Can we use it? Not really. The reason again is we normally consider the molarity of concentrated HCl is 11.6. Similarly, we have the concept of sulfuric acid. We say it's near to 17.4 molar for the concentrated sulfuric acid. But actually, the values can differ depending on the way of preparation of it. Okay, so on that basis we can say concentrated of the concentrated solutions of this HCl and H2SO4 is not accurately known to us, and so those cannot be used as an primary standard. Is it okay? So let us move towards our question again. So what is the correct option then? Just observe the screen. It is option number, yes, option number C. That is, if you use primary standards, they should have comparatively high equivalent weights or high molecular weights, because their weighing errors can be minimized. Is it okay? So that's about this concept of primary standard in detail. I hope it is very clear to you. If you like my videos, kindly subscribe the channel and like it. You can also leave the comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.